I thought the group that came in when they went on the 10-0 run to start the second quarter, that group was really incredible. They were the reason why we won the game, the 19-3 run. Jonas was great. The defense picked up with Peyton. Jamal got going. So it was just good to see a different combination of players that don't usually play well or play together, play very well together. So then after that, I thought we had control of the game throughout. And just a professional win overall. A lot of guys did small things on both ends. I thought Bruce is great defensively. Like I said, Peyton was. Tim's just the threat of him out there. Then the starters, obviously, they've been good every night. So, it was a ball movement win, 34 assists, only 9 turnovers. Just a professional win.
What made you want to try that lineup for that situation?
Just, I didn't want it to go 20-0. Just anybody, we had to go a different way. Just for whatever reason, there was no synergy there to start that quarter. Mostly defensively, though. I thought we got some decent looks against the zone. But we didn't get back and load up and gave them easy baskets. They saw the ball go in. I just had to make a small change. Nikola played the whole 12 minutes, so he couldn't come back in. But the CB lineup with Peyton and Bruce, the defense picked up a little bit. I thought CB was really impactful during that time.
Coach, what is Jonas Valančiūnas' scoring ability for you guys off the bench? It seems like you have a center that can just give the ball to and score like that, maybe besides Boogie in the last X amount of years.
Yeah, it's a great comparison. I think it just calms you down. Against the pressure, you get the ball up the floor, you know that there's an outlet down there. Tonight was our best game with him so far of playing off movement and then finding him punching in at the rim later in offense instead of trying to just throw it into him over and over and over. The better we get at that, the better off we're going to be because then teams can't really load up, and help on his post-ups. It's more of a catch and score situation. And then obviously when the guy knocks down a couple of threes, that's a bonus. So I've been saying to him, Jonas, 15 minutes, 40 seconds, 16 and 6. It's crazy efficiency. So our two centers tonight, 42 and 15 is pretty good. And then obviously Nikola's 9 assists. So a really good night from the center position.
Would you like more Jamal's shot making or Jamal's playmaking?
I like both, to be honest, because that's what the game is now with him. And the way people cover us and pick and rolls with the zero coverage sometimes, he's got to be aggressive to score. And I think it's harder than people realize that just hit the pocket every time. Teams are changing what they do throughout the game, out of timeouts, and all the pick and roll situations. He was dealing with getting blitzed with the second unit. But he was just really clean tonight. 23, 8, 4, 30 minutes. His efficiency from the floor, from three, from the free throw line all season long has been so impressive. So just win the game. Whatever they give you, take it.
At which point do you decide, okay, this is a win? And for example, in this case, Nikola can go back in the fourth quarter later, so he was 1 point short for rebound, 1 assist for another triple-double. Of course, that's not the main goal, but
Yeah.
how does decision-making go in the final moments?
Well, like you said, it's not the main goal. So it's getting him healthy. It's a great night for us, and we can sit him. Going into a back-to-back tomorrow at 7 o'clock, which is a really interesting back-to-back to have with a team that's been off for 2 days. This was a good thing for us to sit the guys. I understand stats. I understand the cup. I understand point differential. I also understand 82 games and us being healthy and trying to put ourselves in the best situation possible to win tomorrow.
It feels kind of silly to ask. It's another game where Cam did a lot of good things. He's a plus 25, 4 assists, no turnovers. But at what point, do you see it as a concern to try and get him more looks when the offense is sort of clicking as well as it is with him sort of in the flow but not necessarily getting shots regardless? Or how do you sort of view it when, I guess, the production isn't necessarily matching everything else?
I view it as we're the Denver Nuggets and we have a top whatever offense, and he's a plus 25. He moved the ball well. His shot will fall. If you stop and you backpedal and worry about numbers of certain people, then you're not looking at the whole picture of who we are. And I know what you're saying. To get him going is one thing. For him just to play the right way is really all that matters. And he made some great passes tonight, cutting and moving. That unit was really good. And I don't know. I think I'd rather win games than do it efficiently and let people just work their way into what we do and not worry about just one person. Because Cam is part of our team. Our team's 6-2. Our team has statistically been okay. So we'll see how Cam does. I think he'll be fine. And I'm really proud of the whole group. I've told them that before the season. if you want to win big in this league, you have to be unselfish, and not every night's your night. Cam's going to have a night soon, and somebody else may not play a lot, and we'll talk about their production, but who really cares if we're winning?
From a process standpoint, how do you feel about where the defense is at this point in the season?
It's good. I thought tonight we had great activity. We have to do a better job finishing possessions. I thought as the game wore on, they got second chances over and over and over. They finished at 24 second chance points. And you want to reward yourself for playing hard. When you play hard and you do the right things. And I thought as the game went on, we got better and better, with the late switching and kind of making them play one-on-one late in the clock. And, statistically, it says, I know it says our defense is great. I think it's a work in progress. And, tonight we didn't zone as much. We just manned most of the game. But if we stay consistent with the things we've talked about, and the fundamentals that we've worked on since early October, I think you'll see us get better and better and better as a team.
One more, I guess because we've never asked you about it. What do you think of the NBA Cup?
I think it's cool. It's a great idea. I do know it's one of those things where it's hard to look at it not as part of the 82, but you have to if you want to be into it and all those things. So. I would love to move on and get out of the, whatever it is, the group stage? Yeah, I love FIFA. No, I think it's cool if you get out of it. If you don't, it puts you kind of in a weird spot, because you don't really know what your schedule's going and all those kind of things. But they've had great success with it. And I'll admit, when I first heard about it, I didn't know what to think of it. But it's been really cool over the last couple of years, especially when it gets down to Vegas, the tournament style. And it gives people something to really play for early. So, yeah, I think it's a cool idea. I look around sports in general and what baseball's done to make themselves better. I think the Cup is just another way for us to make ourselves better. You can't just stick in the mud and say, oh, traditionally we never have done this. You got to try things. And so far, I think the guys are really into it. And obviously the TV ratings and the courts and all this stuff has been really cool for the fans.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Jamal and Jonas tonight.
Thanks, guys.
For you guys, the bench didn't go well for a bit. When the timeout is called, you guys come out and go on a run. Well, as best you can tell me, what kind of was hit on during that timeout when you guys came out and just kind of turned it on?
Well, as a second unit, we have to manage that and at least keep the lead. That's our job. I think we have a capable bench and starters doing a great job. We got to maintain that. So, we talked on the bench during the timeout that we can't let it happen.
You broke out the threes again tonight and just making them off with Jamal. Just when you're looking for that action, what are you looking for from Jamal in that, and how do you know when it's the right time to take it?
Jamal is such a good player. He's gonna draw two defenders. He's driving. He's he's drawing that attention. So we just gotta find an open pocket, open area to present yourself. Just play a dunker. So we gotta do more of that.
It seems like you kind of always replace Nikola Jokić when he's out there. You guys sometimes talking, playing out. He's in when you're out.
It's probably impossible to replace him. So I don't know. We're playing as a team. It's not, somebody doing more of that. We're playing as a team. We're playing team basketball. We enjoying, and no matter who's playing, who's not playing, we having a joy. So I think that's the biggest thing for us. And no matter how many minutes you play, no matter how many points you score, we just enjoying it every minute on and off the court. So I hope we're gonna continue that, and that's a great feeling to have.
You've been a very good player in this league for a long time. Last year you made the adjustment to coming off the bench a little bit more. This year that's continued. How does that change your approach when you come into a game rather than starting, coming in a little bit later?
Well, the goal is to win, no matter what kind of role you have, no matter what you do on and off the court. As I said earlier, we all know our roles, and we all know what we need to do. Nikola playing fantastic basketball. You know, I don't know, this is hard to describe. So I'm happy for him. I'll do everything what I need to do, you know, hold that second unit, whatever. We just enjoying winning. So let's put it that way. You know, winning is the key, no matter what you do.
Do you have any thoughts on the European Basketball Championship this summer? There were a lot of surprises, including Serbia, actually, who only got to 8th position.
Well, you know, I think all teams going to European Championship are competitive and they all want to win. But that's basketball, you know. European Championships are not easy to play. One game can determine a lot. So, you know, it's not like a 7-game series. So, stuff can happen, you know. Bad nights, bad shooting nights, bad individual performance, whatever, can determine a lot. So, you know, that's why it's fun to play those tournaments.
You've been on really good playoff teams in Toronto and a good playoff team in Memphis as well. Spent some years in different kind of spots and different kind of organizations. Does it make it easier to get through the grind of 82 games when you're on a team like this where there's structure and organization and everybody's really playing to win?
Well, that's fun basketball to play to win. You know, it's meaningful basketball, and I think that's why you have a long season to really determine what you want to do. You know, it's we can say, oh, it's long season, but every game meaning a lot. You know, you can go on 10-game winning streak, and you can jump 3, 4, 5 positions even. So every game matters for us. You know, we counting every game, and especially at home. So it's fun to play these meaningful games, to be honest.
What do you think you guys are doing really well defensively right now that you've really picked up on so far this year?
Well, we on the strings. We're helping each other. We are, you know, covering little areas. You know, trying to not to leave a guy on an island if he's beat. You know, we gotta work like that. We gotta, you know, we gotta be on the clock and, you know, cover the open areas, help each other, be locked in.
You'll do the job no matter what, that's clear. What are your feelings on zone right now in the NBA and how much teams are playing it?
Well, I noticed this year more and more teams playing zone, and you know, we just gotta find the poisons, and we play in zone too. So we gotta do good job on defense and good job on offense too. So simple as that, not easy to do, but that's the league, that's the NBA right now. So we gotta adapt. We gotta find the poisons.
One more. How would you like the idea of having championship break at the end of the season?
Idea is great. The road is long. Idea is great. One game at a time, slowly working. Hopefully we can get there, but let's not talk about that and just talk about Indiana tomorrow.
What's it been like playing with Jonas Valančiūnas so far off that bench?
He's a goofball. He's really fun. He keeps the energy light. I think, you know, forget on the court. I think he's just a great dude. He keeps the energy light in the locker room. He's always joking around. He gets serious when he needs to. He doesn't complain. He plays his role. He's physical. He listens. He has good input. So it's only up from here. I just think he's very solid and a true professional at the game. Great teammate.
What sort of clicked out of that timeout with the lineup that came out there? Obviously, your shot
Which one?
early in the second quarter.
Man, just on the lineup. I don't know. I think we got stops. I think that's the key. You know, obviously no Steph helps and no Al Horford, but I think we came with the right energy, and I think we took care of business. We made shots. You know, sometimes it just comes down to that. You know, you can overanalyze the games, but missing make shots helps. You know what I'm saying? So could see the ball go in. You know, a lot of guys had the ball go in tonight, and we played hard all the way through.
How do you make sure, even when you have a big lead, for the team not to relax, you keep playing and you keep, you know, making sure you do
I think in the timeouts it's crucial just to stay vocal. Everything can be going well, and the other team, it just takes a couple of possessions to kind of change the momentum. So I know, like for example, today we're up whatever, and then they come out untrapped and just try to speed us up. And all it takes is a couple of possessions to kind of bring that lead from 15 to 11 to 9 or whatever, and just change the whole dynamic of it. So just staying vocal in the huddles and trying to keep everybody on their mind, and obviously to let them know that there's a lot of money on the line. So that always helps as well.
Does it feel like there's a different pace being played this season, or is it just same old start of the year?
Same old.
Jamal, the first half, you looked like you were going to fade away, did a double team, and kick out to Jonas, who was wide open for
Mm-hmm.
second half. You leave your feet, make a cross-court pass to AG in the corner for a three. Are you leaving your feet with the intention to make the pass there, or kind of like what are you reading in those scenarios?
I might shoot it. I don't know. It just happens. No, sometimes you jump and you allow time to pass and the roller to get a couple steps down and the corner the guy to shake up a couple steps. I don't know. Just use my eyes, I guess. I didn't realize I was jumping.
Jamal, you seem to be developing some nice chemistry with Jonas already early. To have a guy with that level of scoring touch working with you in that backup unit, what does that do for you?
Nothing really. It's great. I don't know. He's just playing his game. It's not like a focal point to us. We're just playing basketball. So it just adds more bench scoring and another problem on the court for them. I answered that the best I could. I'm sorry. I don't know.
The fourth season that the NBA is doing, the NBA Cup, just kind of your feeling of how it started maybe versus now how the players and teams are now starting to, are you guys adopting it more? Does it matter more or less than it has before? How do you guys treat it?
It'll be a team field trip, so we're all looking forward to it.
You like Aaron's crossover from the finish more on the dunk?
I know AG's not a 1 foot dunker, so I like the 1 foot. You know what I'm saying? I like the 1 foot. The crossover, he can always get by somebody. I think the crossover is nice, but to finish the play was the highlight for me.
Well, it seems like a much better start of the season than last year. How do you guys feel about it? Do you think about the playoffs now, or you just take it one game at a time?
Just one game at a time. We'll get there when we get there. We're just trying to prepare for that end of the year, and everything we do now within matters. So I just think we're taking it one game at a time. We got one more game on this home stretch before we lock in for the next road game. So just day by day, and I think if we do that, we'll build our chemistry. We'll get better from each game to game, and then by the end of the year, we'll be ready to go.
I'm trying really hard not to use the word easy with how you guys look on offense. Everything looks so easy because I know how hard it is. But are you surprised at how comfortable you guys look together? You got a lot of new pieces. You got a new starter, and you guys are. You guys look like you know exactly what you're doing. And you're getting what you want.
Appreciate it. I think we're just playing a good pace. Obviously, Jokić is the best playmaker, best player in the world, and he's a lot ahead of the snake at that. So, might be a question for him. But for us, it's just playing free, playing fast, trying not to play with turnovers, and play defense. Once we play defense, we know obviously how good we are on offense. So, if we just got to stay consistent with that. So, like I said, each time out, just even if we're up 10, 15, 20, having that same mindset, playing with that same kind of focus, that can go a long way.
Cam is doing a lot of stuff well, but he hasn't really scored much yet. What's sort of the balance for you guys as a lineup, as an offense, when everything's clicking really well, but you sort of want to integrate him more?
Nothing. He's getting good looks. We're finding, we're looking for him and stuff. I think it's all part of the game. Everybody knows Cam can shoot. You don't need, you know what I'm saying? If you go look at his career, he can shoot the ball. So he didn't just lose his arm, It just comes with the game. I missed my last. What was I, Ryan? You probably know. My last 3 games. No, me. My last 3 games from 3. Some. Exactly. So that doesn't mean I can't shoot, right? Doesn't mean I can't shoot, right? I'm asking you. So can I shoot? Okay. So like I said, a couple of bad games, few bad games. Everybody knows what he's capable of. I'm not gonna let that not mean anything. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of your shooting ability, what happens after you hit a heat check? I'm thinking of the pull-up.
I had a heat check today.
You had to steal, you get on transition, you pull.
I was just open. I only took 12 shots, I think, today. Yeah. I think no, I didn't have one today.
Reaction to it not being memorable enough for Joker.
I mean, the dunk was so. Cross was nice. I don't know. He's playing a pick and roll with him, shooting the ball well enough to force teams to go over. So the pick and roll opens up a little bit. I can start playing the game and manipulating the game when he comes and sets the screen.
Warriors have gone under on you a lot. Does it feel nice when they go over finally to like you're finally getting the respect you need out of that? Or
Hopefully they keep going under.
yeah. You this might be stupid, but I remember you talking about how it sort of gave you a chip on your shoulder last year. Now they have the team. Is there like, can you kind of channel that into motivation when you play against Coach Kerr? Like,
No, I just try to play every game the same to the best of my abilities. Yeah.
Where's Jamal rank just in terms of guards when he's operating the way he kind of did tonight, shot making and playmaking?
I mean, when he plays like that, Jamal's one of the best to ever play the game. Point blank, period. I don't care how many guards have played, who's come, touched the basketball, and touched the floor, laced them up, and played in the NBA. He's one of the best.
Jamal said the dunk stood out because you're not a 1 foot dunker.
Yeah.
So is so still the review?
Yeah,
Or
it's just, that's a very so dunk.
less, like worse than the hoop, the 360.
Yeah, bro.
All right. I mean,
I think the play was cool.
I think
you know
the
what I mean? It
crossover
was
has to be part of it, right?
Right.
Like that contributes to it.
Yeah, the crossover was cool. It's a cool play, but 360 dunk is sick. I don't know. It was nasty. My 1 foot dunks are nasty.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Not a good way.
Yeah. Okay. But there's a poster too involved. You get that going.
Has that just always been the case? You've been felt like a more explosive 2 foot jumper, or like
not
how does
really,
that?
actually. I don't know when it changed. I used to jump off one pretty religiously. And then I got tendonitis when I was young. Okay. So I switched to 2. And then I never came back.
How old were you?
Young. I was like 15, 16 years old.
Offense right now, what do you think is kind of clicking for you guys? You know, with the
I mean, we are making shots, especially when we're playing in the rhythm. Like you see, everybody can contribute. Everybody, the second unit was really good for us. You know, when you're in the rhythm and when you're playing the right way, when you're doing all the small little details, when you're playing space for each other, the good things happen, and we're playing the right way.
What you see from the second unit in the start of the second quarter, Warriors start on a 10-0 run, and then the guys kind of get it together, and I think it's like 19-2 or 19-3 after that. What stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean, there's I think the defense. You know, yes, we make shots with this and that. We created a shot, but you can do that, and you can allow yourself by getting stops. You know, so that's something that I think it was. Yes, we scored 19 points, but holding them to 3 points, it's maybe a little more impressive.
How would you describe Jonas's sense of humor?
He's good. Yeah, he's good. I mean, kind of European. He's good. Yes, he has he's a good guy. Good vet. Good guy. Fun guy to be around. So I think he's a great fit for us in the locker room too.
What is European in terms of a sense of humor?
Yeah, you need to know it. I cannot explain it.
How long have you guys known each other? Did you know each other at all before the NBA or play against each other before
No,
the NBA?
he's a little bit older than me. So no. I mean, when I came in the NBA, that's how I know him. I didn't know him before.
Are there any memories that sort of stand out from some of the post battles you guys have had against each other?
It's always a fun, you know. It's always we're big guys, and it's always respect and always kind of how to say bumping to each other.
What does it do for your guys' offense when Jamal's not only hitting shots like he did tonight, but also it felt like he was doing quite a bit of playmaking as well?
Yes. I mean, yeah. I think, like I said, when his decision making and his intuition, when he's playing with that kind of good mindset, and he can create for everybody. He can create for himself and for everybody. You know, so it's really good to have him in that move. I think that he's playing since the beginning of the season. He's playing like that.
What did you think of AG's dunk? His dunk in the third quarter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He did the crossover.
Is that forgettable?
Yeah.
I really don't remember.
Okay.
When did you dunk? Was it impressive?
It was good. It's all over the Twitter, yeah.
You want me to show it to you real quick?
Was it over the Twitter? Everything is over the Twitter.
First back-to-back of the season now. What are the challenges that Indiana presents?
Playing with a lot of pace. We know that they miss a couple guys, but that doesn't bother. That cannot control how we play, especially coming out the back-to-back, especially coming with a tough game. 8 p.m. We have less than 24 hours to basically we have, how many is that? 19 hours to the next game. So get rest and play the right way. I had one more professional game like we had tonight. Great question, Bob. I like it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Paul.
I was open.